What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I get my 10,000 steps in. As always, or as in many cases, after I leave the old school, I come over here to Peck Park. This is a place that I sometimes, when I have the chance to, I do some exercising over here, some calisthenics stuff. I get out. There's a bridge over that way. I would turn it, but y'all ain't gonna be able to see it because it's kind of dark. But there's a makeshift bridge. It kind of looks like the bridge that's on 2nd Street here, 2nd Avenue here. But it's got bars that go above the top, and I'll jump and hold on to them and do pull-ups when the weather is a bit more mild. Shout out to you guys, my subs. Thanks for riding along with me on the road to 5,000. Slow motion better than no motion. Let's get into the topic. I've seen what's going on in Chicago, and I like it. It lets me know that there is hope. There may be a turnaround happening very soon if the community keeps showing up the way that they are. There was one of those community meetings. Their mayor, Brandon Jobson, was there, of course, and he was listening to the very angry people of Chicago express their disdain, their displeasure for him spending hundreds of millions of dollars on housing and feeding migrants, but then wanting to raise their taxes. At one point, dude was talking about raising their taxes for $300 million. I mean, how crazy is that, man? I don't even know why he thought that they would just lay down and take that. And he lowered it to another amount, and I believe that got shot down too. And now it's another one that's even lower. But still, they're not budging. They're not interested in another tax hike. And they shouldn't be. Not when you're taking tax money and spending it on people that shouldn't even be here. And they confronted him also about the fact that he's claiming he's not going to go along with Trump's, deportation plan, that they're going to fight him on that. And the community was very angry about that because they said that, and I'm paraphrasing, but basically that he is crashing out over the illegals against them, the actual citizens of Chicago, that he is going to spend taxpayer dollars to fight for people that shouldn't even be here in the first place, people that are taking up resources, people that are committing crimes. I mean, this obviously is a problem. And this is what I said before when I was talking about the one place, Springfield, where they had the whole migrant situation a few months back, and it was all this talk about it, and the media really didn't want to cover it, but it was a lot of people that were there talking about it, saying all this happening with the Haitians being dropped off there. Well, I said before that it did not make sense that if you were in office to be so adamant about bringing in migrants that flood the schools, don't speak English, and are committing crimes. It just did not make sense. Like, you have to be on somebody's payroll. You have to be getting some sort of kickback, because it was just unreasonable to be advocating for this to the degree that they are. And same thing here with Brandon Jobson. He is so adamant about this. And I mean, just the level of just oblivion that you must be in to tell the people of Chicago, who you are trying to raise taxes on, that you are going to take tax money and use it to fight for the right for people who shouldn't be here to stay here. The people who are paying taxes, who want them to go home, you're going to tell them that they're going to use their tax dollars to fight for them to still stay here. I mean, what level of oblivion must you be in order to think that was the move? And he really ready to crash out over this. That's why I said it's got to be something else. It does not make sense What's in it for him? Why is he pushing for this so hard? He got to be getting some sort of kickback. He's getting something from somewhere, and it has not been revealed yet. But it probably will be revealed. And I know they thought they were getting a better mayor than Lori Lightfoot, but unfortunately, that's not what they got. Lori Lightfoot was bad. We all saw that. Hey, listen, y'all, in Chicago, we here in Detroit, we consider y'all a sister city to us. We saw how bad it was for y'all under Lori Lightfoot. And when Brandon Johnson got elected, we didn't know much about him because we over here. But we hoped, I'm telling you, here in Detroit, we hoped for y'all that he would be a better mayor for y'all than Lori Lightfoot was. And we are sad to see that he has not been. I'm telling you, us here in the Motor City, we fucks with y'all there in Chi-Town. You know, I mean, we know we had some bad blood during the Pistons, the Bulls era. No, I'm kidding. You know, those was good times, though. But yeah, we mess with y'all in Chicago. And we did here hope that you guys would get a better mayor. And for all intents and purposes, this man has been way worse. So I don't know if you guys have it in place to where you could recall a mayor, because that is possible, but it has to be in place first. Just like how in Oakland, just recently, like what, a month ago, something like that, their mayor, they got her up out of there. She got recalled after 2 years because she was on all this BS. If you guys don't have the law in place where you can recall a mayor that you're dissatisfied with, you guys really need to get that together and put that in place so that this situation so that it never happens to you again. Because you would have been able to get Lori Lightfoot up out of there sooner, and you would have been able to get Brandon Johnson out of here. Like, man, this dude, we over here mad for y'all. I mean, seeing the way that he been moving, we over here mad for y'all. This ain't even happening directly to us, and we mad for y'all regardless, because, you know, we like going to Chicago. We like going to Chicago to visit. We've been a bit reluctant about it lately because every weekend the news comes out about a lot of people getting hurt from gun violence and stuff like that. And, you know, if you're trying to take your family somewhere for the weekend and, you know, kind of a getaway, Chicago was like the perfect place for us to go to. It's like 4 hours away, load the kids up in the car, and boom, we going. Now we kind of reluctant to do that because the situation with the migrants and the crime on the rise and whatnot, we not going forever. We just kind of just scale back for now, and we hoping that y'all get that together. We always like seeing Chicago winning. I don't know if y'all always like seeing us winning. I don't know if y'all happy for us now that Detroit has been on the rise or whatever, but I'm telling y'all, we've always liked seeing y'all win, just because it was like, you know, those years where we was down, it was like at least another Midwest city is up. So there's that. We definitely mess with y'all in Chicago. We always have. And we really hope that in terms of you guys' leadership, y'all get that together, man. Vote better people in. Do your research. Local government is very important. Voting on the local level, you can see in the case of this, it matters. It matters a great deal. So I'm hoping that you guys get this together. And as I said, if you guys don't have it in place to be able to recall a mayor, that's something that you guys got to get together. But I will tell you, I was proud to see, me personally, I was proud to see how you guys showed up at that meeting and were so passionate. I absolutely loved it. That's the sort of thing that brings about change. When you don't like what's happening, you can't just be quiet and just take it. You got to speak up. Y'all definitely made y'all voices heard. I don't think anything's going to happen right now with Brandon Johnson in office because he seems beyond reaching. He has some agenda. He's got some motive. Somebody has him. Somebody either got some dirt on him or something. I don't know. He's getting some sort of kickback. He owes some people something. But there's something going on in the background that is still not been discovered of why this man is moving the way that he is. Because is he not from Chicago? You know, shouldn't he want to see the city thriving? And the way that he moving is counterproductive to the city doing that. So it just doesn't make sense. Y'all got to get him up out of there, man. And if y'all don't have a way to recall him, I'm sure y'all not going to reelect him. He's definitely going to be a one-term mayor. Y'all are definitely not going to reelect him, as you shouldn't. But I'm going to leave it there, man. I did enjoy seeing you guys confront him so passionate. I saw the videos. They out there. You know, y'all may think that we not paying attention, but we are. Because the stuff happened in Chicago, because Chicago's an international city. So when it's things that aren't going right in cities like that, it makes national news. So us over here, we see about it too. People over in LA see it. You know, people in Orlando see it. Like, it makes national news when stuff isn't going right in international cities. But I'm going to leave it there, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.